Well, good morning after Christmas. It is the day after Christmas and it is just pouring outside. It's supposed to like rain all day today and most of the day tomorrow, just kind of off and off tomorrow, but it is like a heavy like summertime rain. And I was thinking to myself, what if it was cold enough that this was snow? I mean, we'd probably have a foot of snow. It seems like we always get a snowstorm around Christmas or New Year's Day. So this is what it looks like outside. It is just, ugh, it's just raining and gross. Man, I was just looking, I put some things like downstairs to remind me, like if I go to like Walmart or Target and go grocery shopping, I've got to get more of these hand warmers. My mom gave them to me like right before I got on the plane last year. And with it being in the 30s, it was a lifesaver because those were so nice to have in your hands. And usually like for the half and the full marathon, I ended up like pitching them out of my gloves because my body heat and those on top of it was just too much. So those are amazing to have. Oh my gosh, our weather forecast is not good. It's going in the wrong direction of what I like. Yuck. So I'm getting ready to go down into the basement and do a cycling. Again, I'm just kind of tapering, keeping things going, but there's no purpose to what I'm doing. You guys just saw the weather forecast. So it's like in the 40s right now and it's supposed to get up into the 50s. It's like 50-mile-an-hour winds. People have lost power. It's so weird in Kansas.
Mommy, are we gonna go down?
Yep, we're gonna go down in the basement and work out, okay? Go down there, okay? They love to work out. But yeah, so it's supposed to be decently warm today and I wish I could run outside. It's just crazy windy and it's been misting and my husband's at work, so I'm just like, it's not that big of a deal, plus I'm tapering. But this is probably the last time I will see the 50s until I get to Florida, because it looks like we are just in a downward spiral on temperatures and we won't recover. So that's not exciting. So I'm gonna go down the basement, like I said, go get a cycle in, and my kids are coming with me. They're looking at me like puppy dogs, like, can we go in the basement? They love playing down there. I cannot believe it. We are almost a week and a half out from leaving, and it just doesn't even seem real to be thinking that it's like a week out. I don't know what I'm looking for. My cycling shoes are in the basement, so I'm gonna stop laughing again and go down in the basement and get this thing.
Carl is
Halfway through.
He's got another goo.
It's kicking my butt today. Makes me a little nervous.
Here's the start of the line.
But just watching some Dopey videos as time passed by. And my kids are tearing up the basement again. I just got back from grocery shopping at Sam's Club. I got some, just like some snacks for the trip and just some things actually for the house for the kids when I'm gone. But one thing that I did get is these hand warmers. They're at Sam's Club, so kind of like your big box stores. They had these and it was $10 for all of these, and there's 16 pairs in there, so quite a bit. I think they're in the shape of a foot. But it doesn't matter to me. These are lifesavers. I think I had mentioned before that I have actually just one of these, which is like the hand warmer, so it's like in a square instead of like an oval, whatever. But they're amazing when they're inside of like your gloves, or you can even like slip them inside of like the bra or wherever you want to slip them to stay warm, if you get what I'm saying. Then it will keep you warm, and they are really nice to have. So just something to think about. Start getting those, and then try to find those throwaway clothing. And I need to actually do my costumes, not just figure out what I'm doing, but actually start to do the sewing and the trimming and the painting and all that. It sounds crazy, but I need to get going on that too.
The playlist, Disney Hits, on Amazon Music.
Alexa, next. And then here is my fleece for Pooh Bear, so I'm gonna write Pooh across here. Let's see how it looks.
I've got scars and lumps and bruises. Well, something here that oozes.
Looks like Pooh is done. That was the simplest costume I've ever done. So here is the beginning of Steamboat Willie. I'm gonna put basically the wheel of the boat right here. And then I'll have to cut some felt out and put it on my skirt. But here we go. All right, this one's done, minus a few little explosions of paint. It's done. See what I can do to jazz it up. So I bedazzled it I don't know if you can see it with the light on it, but I put some rhinestones in the center and then around the edges. So hopefully the light will catch it when it's early in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, 11 days from the Dopey challenge. It is Arctic cold outside. I think it's like 20 degrees right now. My husband is home and I could go outside, but I'm not. I'm still kind of giving my foot a rest, so I am going to go downstairs and cycle for about an hour. And then tomorrow or Sunday, I will try to get like another 8 or 9 miles and just kind of test it and see how everything's feeling. Because we're supposed to get like another Arctic cold blast and we'll be in like the single digits, so that will not happen. I see people saying that they will not go outside if it's, you know, below 55. And I'm like, I'd wear a bikini outside if it's 55 degrees, which it was yesterday, and now it's like 21. So I'm gonna go downstairs and cycle, just kind of rest the foot, just let this taper continue and see what the rest of the day has for us, which I started my costumes as you guys saw last night, and I forgot a few things and I need it for like my skirt and some felt. So I'm probably gonna run to like a craft store and pick up the last minute things that I need. All right, so I broke into my new Nepal's that I got on Black Friday, and I didn't think I would use until I got back till 2019. Well, late 2019, late January. But I was looking at my shoes and I'm just like, man, my legs just feel so tired. I have worn the tread off. You can see like this whole spot of black is gone. But I didn't think they were that bad. I was kind of like looking at the top. I'm like, oh, they're fine. And then I just looked at them. I haven't looked at them in a month. And I was like, oh my goodness, I think that's why my legs are killing me. So time to break in the new Nepal's. And then I had to buy like a new bag on Amazon to carry my phone for marathon day to take pictures. And then my shoes can go in here. Shoes can go in here, and then my phone goes in the zippered part for pictures. The one I had last year, that was like my running belt, didn't fit my phone. It was just too tight for it. So we're gonna give this a try down in the basement running and see how it works out. It is a very cold morning. It's 19 degrees outside right now. And I'm gonna try to do like 8 to 10. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just like, I'm fine. I do want to try to get my shoes worked in that I showed you. I want to get them going. Turn on the treadmill. But yeah, I really want to make sure that these get worked in, and I hate them, but I love them because I love that they feel cushy again, and I'm like, oh, it feels so nice under my foot. But then I'm like, oh, the laces aren't right, and like I haven't worked them in, and so it's gonna take some time. So like I said, a minimum of 8. I'm gonna try to get in 10, just kind of see how I feel, how my foot's feeling and everything. Oh my goodness, they stuffed every stuffed animal into their trampoline. Look at their trampoline. Oh my goodness. You guys would like their little fort that they have now. It's very fitting for Disney World. So yeah, they have like a little Disney fort that they have down here, and they love playing in it when I'm like working out. So they love it, and it's Disney. So let's give these new shoes a try and see how everything works out. On to 8 miles and looking like I'm not going anywhere. All right, my run is done. I got 10 miles in, felt good. It is a world of difference when you have shoes that are not like 6 months old and you realize maybe I should put on the new ones. Makes a big difference. There's a few kind of like hot spots I gotta work out, but it feels so much better. But 10 miles are in, and I'm just gonna basically decrease mileage from here on out. I might do an 8-mile run, and then everything else will be like 3, 4, 5 from here on out, and then just cross train with my bike. So again, I don't kill my feet, because my feet like to kill me if I don't give them enough rest or if I run too much. So I'm going to pamper them before Dopey. So I'm gonna go take a shower, get cleaned up, have some lunch, and then I think I'm gonna work on my costumes. And then we're continuing our Christmas today. We're headed over to my husband's other side of the family, so that should be fun. So I've been editing, trying to get some different videos up of some shoes I've been trying out. So that's what I've been doing right now. Guys, no kidding. Yes, our house is a mess back there. But I went to the thrift store today to get some throwaway clothing, which good and bad. Which I guess is a good thing. So I figured if I buy a lot of throwaway clothes, that'll be good, and the weather will be like stifling hot. It'll be gorgeous. So that's my plan, is buy a lot of really hot clothes, and it'll just be warm anyways. But anyways, I went to the Goodwill store today, and or our city thrift is what it's called, and I went to just go get some like throwaway clothing because it looks like it's gonna be low 50s in the morning. Anyways, everything was 50 cents that had a tan tag on it, so I didn't care what it looked like. As long as it looked warm, it was getting in my cart. So I bought 4 like sweaters and like 3 pairs of pants. I just couldn't find another pair of pants. I was tired of like siphoning through all of them. But yeah, I got some throwaway clothing, and I think I got my daughter a pair of pants too, and I got 8 items for $4.09. So guys, do not forget Goodwill if that's a place you want to grab blankets, jackets, gloves, hats. It's such a great thing. And then it's not like we're just throwing away clothes or littering. They're going to donate all the clothes that we drop in Florida on the race to a donation center in Florida. So definitely a good thing to do. I mean, I couldn't go anywhere else other than, you know, a thrift store to get clothes for 50 cents. And they're going to keep me warm. I won't feel bad dropping them. And then someone else gets the benefit of using them. So I'm actually washing those up right now, and pardon the bright light in the back. My kids are sleeping right now. My husband is just playing some games, and I am really starting to get things ready for Dopey. I'm looking back at the like previous videos from last year. I can't believe it. I know I say it all the time, but how can it almost be here? It's 9 days away. Crazy. But I'm gonna go throw those thrift clothes into the dryer and get those all cleaned up, and I'll show you just real briefly what I got. So I actually got 3 pants and 3 shirts, and they were 50 cents each at our thrift store. So this one's just like an over-the-head zip. It says Keystone. I don't even know. Maybe Keystone, Colorado. I don't know. And then I got this like over-the-head again, fleece. I think it was actually men's, but 50 cents. So that's going to work perfectly. And then I actually found this Grumpy jacket. It's actually fairly nice, and it's from Disneyland and Disney parks. This was probably an expensive jacket, 50 cents. So this will be a good one to wear when I'm really tired of being cold. So I have this jacket as well, and then literally just basic sweatpants. And then I got some Adidas sweatpants for 50 cents. So the only bad thing about these things are they are bulky. So I'm going to try to put them in like some vacuum sealed bags. That'll help kind of condense it a little bit more. Last year I ended up taking, I think, 2 big suitcases because of this. So I'm going to see if I can get them like vacuum sealed, and then obviously I won't need to take them home with me. I'll drop them after a race start. Some of the jackets I ran like the first mile with just because I was so cold. But yeah, I think it's gonna work out perfectly. All for 50 cents each. Alright guys, so this is the Elsa dress that I got for like $10 on eBay. It's actually really, really pretty. Like, look at the cape. It's gorgeous. And the sparkles. But it's really, really long. So I'm gonna have to like cut it so it's like more short, and then obviously so I'm not running over my Elsa cape. I think this will be my half marathon, so this is what I'm thinking. Does it look good? I was a little afraid it was way too short. Okay, I was a lot afraid. Let's see how it looks. I'll put this up here. Okay, let mommy step back over all the toys. Not too bad, right?
We got this. Yeah, everybody will like it.
Everybody will like it? So, it's like it's too bad. And I had someone join me. Look, my very own Elsa. Are we like twins? Good morning, guys. Can you tell? I just finished working out. I worked out in the basement for about an hour. It is pouring down rain and super cold. We're getting like an Arctic blast today, so it's supposed to be like, I think 12 degrees tonight, and then tomorrow morning, and then the following morning it's supposed to be like 9. So super cold, which reminds me exactly of 1 year ago today, because I left on January 2nd for Dopey, and we got a cold front, and then it literally like followed me on the airplane, and Florida got the exact same cold front. Obviously not as cold, but it was really cold. So weather is looking good for that week. I still have my fingers crossed because I'm like, we're still over a week out, and it can change just as easily the other way around. I'm going to finish up my costumes. I have my skirt here, so I'm gonna like I finally got some white felt and And I'm going to put these like in circles to make it look like buttons for Steamboat Mickey. So that'll be that costume. But I'm going to finish this up and I'll show you guys what this is going to look like. Well, remember how I said the weather can change at any point in time? It was pouring down rain. And let me show you. These are the biggest snowflakes I've ever seen in my life. And I've lived in Kansas City my whole life, so I wasn't like a tropical person. Holy moly. Look at these snowflakes. Like, look up into the sky. They're huge. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can catch one. Yeah, that's a snowflake right there. It's like the size of my arm. Look at it coming down from the sky. That's crazy. Those are huge snowflakes. Luckily we're above freezing, so it's not all sticking, but wow. Never seen anything like it. So I've now thought that the snow now looks like debris coming from like a tornado. I have never seen it like this. This is crazy. Look at that. There's so, but it is pretty.
Well, it is pretty.
It's pretty, yeah. Mickey's skirt is done. They're sewn on. I only sewed it to the back once. It's officially done. So it's a little bunched up there, but yeah, looks pretty good. Just spending the evening finishing up my costumes, and I'm going to finish up this vlog and hopefully get it up for you guys pretty soon. And I wanted to wish you guys all a very happy new year, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in 2019 and bringing you more triathlon reviews and equipment and training and races. So I look forward to a busy 2019 with more races, and I hope you guys all have a happy and healthy new year. Have a great night, guys. Bye.